Blood Queen Lana'thel. 5 mana 1/6 lifesteal, has +1 attack for each card you've discarded this game. A legendary for warlock. Dust Queen, you say? Might be. It has lifesteal, alright? Don't underestimate lifesteal in warlock. It's pretty good in warlock precisely, as any life gain. In order for it to be good, I would play a 5 mana 4/6 lifesteal in warlock. Let's put it this way. So this card is good enough if you can discard on average 3 cards before you play it. I mean, like, this card warlock in such a spot right now, I don't think this will make it work. I don't think it will be enough. Let's put it this way, I would play it in my quest, discard warlock, but I will not play it. I will not play quest discard warlock to start with. So it will not be playable either. It's very bad for normal discard though, because you're not trying to survive, you're trying to kill your opponent. I don't think it will see any play. Unless there will be more discard cards, I guess. They need to make like really broken discard cards to make it work. Voodoo Hexxer, 5 mana 2/7. Freeze any character damaged by this minion. For a shaman. So I want to say on paper you don't want to play this right now if you don't have any synergy with freezes for the shaman. Because 5 mana 2/7, it's very poorly statted. Even if it freezes. Like you play it, your opponent trades into it, okay, you freeze stuff, but you still need AoE to clean leftovers. They will get unfrozen at some point. So it has very poor card for card value. So it can only be played if you want to have synergy with freeze effects in shaman. I didn't talk about any freeze cards for shaman yet, but from what I've seen, there's not enough cards to make freeze shaman work. So Blizzard have to reveal a bit more freeze cards to make freeze archetype work. Normally when Blizzard just has like a very new archetype, it fails, or it's getting nerfed. Kind of patron or quest rogue. You see? You see what I mean? They just made new archetype. Quests. It's either broken or unplayable. The only quest which is decent is Taunt Warrior. Rogue got nerfed, so they admitted it wasn't very balanced. Even though I think it was fine at this stage, it was probably not good for game in general to have quest rogue around. Yeah, so I don't think freeze shaman will be any good unless there will be some more freeze cards revealed for the shaman in general, and this card will not be played either. But again, like maybe one, two freeze cards for the shaman and it all might change. It's all about power level of them, so it's very good against like Taunt Warrior as well as ally armsmith, I suppose. Sorry, Pirate Warrior. Blood Razor, 4 mana 2/2, Battle Cry and Death Rattle deal 1 damage to all minions. Warrior card. Let's remove Death Rattle part. We get a Whirlwind effect for 4 mana and a 2/2 weapon. 2/2 weapon worth 1 mana. Compared to Unstable Ghoul, you get a 3/3 minion and a Whirlwind effect. 3/3 minion worth 2 mana. Ghoul, 3 mana. This is 4. So we have 2 mana missing on this card compared to Ghoul. But Ghoul is just broken. Also, this has a Death Rattle. Also, it's very easy to combine it with Acolyte of Pain, because you pay no mana on a turn, you go Acolyte of Pain. So you can play Acolyte of Pain and get Whirlwind effect on 5, when with Ghoul you need to wait until 6. You can also go Acolyte of Pain, Whirlwind effect into Sleep with the Fishes. I personally don't like it too much, because normally when I do this play I do it against aggro decks, so I just want to go like Whirlwind first, then Sleep, and then play Acolyte, because it's like a body on board. It will probably still draw 2 cards. But you can do it, just as an option. Yeah, you can play Grommash with it. And spend their mana to activate the Grom. Very offensive. It's like a 14 damage potential. Something your opponent should play around, because you can go turn 7, Blood Razor, turn 8, Grommash. It does 14 damage in 2 turns. plus whatever you can put into the face for 3 mana. I think it's a very good weapon. All things combined, all things apply, we get a very good card, I think. Very good against aggro. Not super late for 4 mana. Comparable to a Death Bite. And probably even better in many cases. Death Bite was very good. I think this weapon is on a level as well. I would play it in my Taunt. For Taunt Warrior... Yeah, you want it in Taunt Warrior, but then maybe you just want to play a Control Warrior instead. Taunt Warrior will become weaker for sure. And it's not so great right now, so maybe Control Warrior will be better. We'll see. I think this weapon is good. If Control Warrior will be playable, this will be playable too. Probably 2 off. Eternal Servitude. 4 mana priest spell. Discover a friendly minion that died this game. Summon it. 2 mana more compared to Resurrect. But you get to discover a minion. So downsides of this deck, of this card. The only way you play it on 4 is when you have nothing else to do. Or if your Injured Blade Master died. You discover a minion, but if you have a lot of small minions died, there's a good chance you'll have no big minions to discover. It has similar problems to Resurrect. It's very likely to just have no big minions to Resurrect, that's it. So it has to be a spell heavy priest deck where Eternal Servitude fits. Yeah, if you get Injured Blade Master every time you get resurrected on 4. But you don't want to play Blade Master on turn 3 every time. Blade Master is already underwhelming when played on 3 without any additional cards, right? You play 4 mana 4/3. Not a single deck plays 4 mana 4/3 in Constructed right now. It's not good enough stats. So you play an underwhelming 3-drop and then you play a better 4-drop. Right now, you can already do similar stuff if you play in Dragon Priest with Twilight Drake. It's normally started as a 4/7 or 4/6 when you play it on 4. Is it good? It's not broken, like, it's good. I played it in my Dragon Priest today. But it doesn't require you to play Blade Master turn earlier, right? Obviously, this is not an on-curve card. Alright, if it's not an on-curve card, what do we have then? You play Eternal Servitude and you get a big minion. It doesn't trigger its battle cry. You get some mana to spare after. But again, you can discover all the small minions you played before. I just don't see where this card fits. I think it also makes your Shadow Visions weaker. Because you don't want to Shadow Visions into expensive spells normally. You want to Shadow Visions into powerful situational cards. This card cannot be called a powerful situational card. I don't see a deck I would put this card in currently. Sorry, Priest fans. I don't see how it's good. Icebreaker, 3 mana 1/3. Destroy any frozen minion damaged by this. It's a shaman weapon. You know, all this frozen stuff, what I dislike about it. Mana inefficiency. You never trade 1-for-1 playing this card. Minion your opponent will play will often have a battle cry. It trades more than 1-for-1. If you want to kill something, you need to freeze something. There's no way for shaman to freeze without spending a card. I guess 2/7 can go in and then you can hit. But then mana inefficiency is still there. It's like 1-for-1 at best case. But oftentimes you need to spend more than 1-for-1. So you need to go for tempo with this type of deck. And I just don't see tempo happening. I'm not even convinced this card is good if Frozen Shaman is a thing. Because we didn't see a Death Knight of Shaman yet. I assume it has hero power, freeze everything, and do something cool. And yeah, it will follow up the theme of freezing stuff. But this weapon, like, it's 3 mana 1/3. It seems really bad. Gonna freeze everything. Yeah, I don't think the freeze shaman archetype is Good. Probably just bad. This card is bad as well. Shadowblade, rogue weapon. 3 mana, 3/2. Battle cry, your hero is immune this turn. Rallying Blade is seeing some play right now. Not for much reason, but just 3 mana, 3/2. This card is just a power creep of Rallying Blade. You might say, oh, Fireworks is better, but Fireworks is broken. It's a well-known fact. This is a very good card. I think it's auto-include in every single rogue deck. 2 copies. Maybe I would want to see a 4 mana weapon a bit more for my rogue, but I'll take 3 mana. Like 4 mana for 2 with similar battle cry, I would have taken it. Good card, we'll see play. Mountainfire Armor, 3 mana 4/3. This rattle, if it's your opponent turn, gain 6 armor. Interesting card. The only thing stopping me from saying I want to play 2 of the days in my control warrior is the fact that you already have so many 3-drops. You want to play shield blocks, acolytes, ghouls, all this shit, and you also want to play this. So much stats. Don't say it's terrible. I think it's pretty reasonable. Because you play this and you get a 4/3 minion. It contests a lot of stuff, so if your opponent doesn't kill it, you use it as a removal next turn, so that's 4 damage to something your opponent has on the board. It won't do super well against cards like Dark Reaper, I suppose. Also, it makes you Nazas better. I think it will belong not to Control Warrior, but to a warrior who can benefit from playing minions on curve. Let's say, remember Tempo Warrior with Cairn and Varian Vreen? This archetype, if it will be viable, I think Mountainfire Armor will fit. I don't think, like, this card will not make this archetype work by itself. So, like, Control Warrior, I'm not sure about it, because it's like a 3 mana deal 4 damage and it's delayed, because your opponent will just ignore it anyway. I mean, he might kill it if he wants to. Like, if it's Pirate Warrior, he can still swing his fireworks into it. Be sure about it. And you get 6 armor, but is it good? It's like, not bad, but you know what Control Warrior problem, right? You just don't have much cards. You have all these removals, but if you don't draw a lot, you don't find the synergy like Throwing Fishes, Brawl stuff. You wanna draw. If it was like gain some armor, like if it was like 3/3 and Death Rattle gain 5 armor and draw a card if it's killed on your opponent's turn, then no one would ever kill it, right? I don't know about it. The card is interesting and not terrible. I don't know where I would put it right now. Like, I don't see a deck I want to play it in. And it also competes against many stuff. Stonehill Defender, stuff like that. I think it probably won't see any play, sadly. But, very nice design. Plague Scientist. 3 mana 2/3. Rogue minion. Combo, give a friendly minion poisons. I mean, we already have Vilespine Slayer, and not so easy for Rogue to stick something to the board. I would assume it probably has to be some sort of token deck to play this. And then you need to trade your stuff into something you want to kill. But if it's a token deck, you normally lose a late game anyway. I think it's bad. You'll not see any play. Poisonous Patches. Yeah, just... it won't happen too often. With Spider-Mancer. That's still like 3 mana cards combo, right? Pyro. Plague Scientist into Backstabber, any card. It's so inefficient, you see. I don't think it will see any play. Bring It On. 2 mana. Warrior card. Gain 10 armor. Reduce the cost of minions in your opponent's hand by 2. How good 2 mana gain 10 armor is. We have Ironhide. 1 mana gain 5 armor. No one plays it. You know why? It's not enough to just gain armor. You need to clear stuff as well. Like, you can play it. I mean, sure, it might have no downside. Then you get a 10 armor for 2 mana. I don't even know if it's good. Like, I don't know if 2 mana 10 armor is good. If it was a paladin card, then maybe. I mean, I don't think it's a good card. Like, the drawback is essential. It might have no impact. Like making your opponent Ysera cost 7 mana when you play against control deck. Isn't it very bad for you? Yeah, you might say like, bring it on, play all minions you have, I'll brawl the board. It's not always this way. Your opponent can choose to not play the minions. Right, you'll get 10 armor for 2 mana, but as I said, it's not even so broken. So, I would say, no one will play this card. Very bad. Synergy with Shield Slam? I don't think it's good enough still. Ironhide, no one plays it right. It has synergy with Shield Slam. Has terrible mana, terrible card efficiency. Cryostasis for the shaman spell. Give a minion +3/+3 and freeze it. So you can freeze your opponent minion, give it +3/+3. If you don't want to be hit by something, you can play it on your stuff and give it +3/+3. So it's very good on Firefly, right? Turn 1 Firefly, turn 2 Cryostasis, turn 3 it's frozen, turn 4 you can finally hit with your 4/5. Congrats, you just made a Yeti. Then freeze synergy. You can play that weapon which kills all frozen units. And then you take quite a beating because you buff first. And then you like, bing, -10 life. But you killed a minion, yeah. And it's also not a 1-for-1 because you spend durability on your weapon and a card to freeze it. I think this is bad. Sounds like a tempo card, not really. Also, if you buff your stuff, it's vulnerable to devolve to silence. If you freeze your stuff, yeah, I just don't think it will see any play. Like, freeze shaman, come on, bro. Freeze shaman, seriously. It will never be good. Dead Man's Hand, 2 mana, warrior card. Shuffle a copy of your hand into your deck. Shuffle some dust into your collection. More like, it's terrible. It's awful. It's worse than Gen Up. No one will ever play this shit, man. It's terrible. It's like Explore Angora, but it's worse. Trump said it might see play somewhere. Like, what the fuck, man? It's just dust. It's seriously dust. It will never see any play. Why would you play this? Like, it doesn't do anything. You spend 2 mana doing nothing. Except you win fatigue. Play Prince Malchezaar. Okay? It will give you 5 legendaries. You will not lose in fatigue. Defile, 2 mana spell for warlock. Deal 1 damage to all minions. If any die, cast this again. Now this is a very strong card. I think it has a potential of being the strongest card currently revealed. Extremely powerful for any control warlock. For 2 mana, you get to deal 1 damage and potentially clear the board completely. Combine it with Blood Mage Talnos. You can deal 3 damage AoE for 4 mana. At least. If there will be any 3 life minions, it will deal 4 damage, etc. With Blood Mage Talnos, it's awesome. Like, I can guarantee you Blood Mage Talnos will see play with it as well in a warlock. And maybe it will even bring Control Warlock archetype back. Of course, you will not play Defile in your Zoo deck. It just doesn't make sense. Warlock still needs some life gain to be competitive, so, but this card is a very good beginning. Maybe they will resurrect Control Warlock. Maybe. I don't mind it. I like playing control decks. I want to say we'll see play, but I can't because I don't think Defile by itself will be good enough to make Warlock great again. Or maybe it is enough. I think it will see play. Leeching Poison, 2 mana rogue spell, give you weapon life steal. I don't think this worth a card. So you can go Assassin's Blade into Leeching Poison and you will heal for 12. You can combine it with Deadly Poison and Hyson Jones. Easy. I don't think it's good. It's probably a card like a new player would want to see because it follows the archetype theme, right? Buffing weapons, weapon rogue. Kind of cool, but I don't think it's a competitive card. Spirit Lash, 2 mana Spell for the priest. Deal 1 damage to all minions, lifesteal. I think it's bad. Very terrible mana efficiency. It will heal you. It has synergy with cards like Light Warden. Kind of. I don't think it's good. Very terrible card efficiency for this one. Animated Berserker, 1 mana 1/3. After you play a minion, deal 1 damage to it. 1 mana 1/3 is not good. Effect on it is more a downside than an upside. I don't think it will see any play. Even if you play aggressive Amani Berserker and Rage deck, it's not good. Like, you damage your own stuff, like, it's not good. It only works on Acolytes, on Berserkers, and Bloodhoof Brave. Everything else, like, you need more minions than that. It will have a downside, and you don't want to play 1 mana 1/3. And the Gromash, I guess, but maybe it shouldn't be too harsh on it. Like, if there will be a bit more cards with Enrage for the Warrior, at some point it might see play. Not now. With current card pool, it will not be useful. Patron, it's not in standard, and I don't even think it's good with Patron. Sanguine Reveler, 1 mana 1/1. Battlecry, destroy a friendly minion and gain +2/+2. So you want to like eat your Drubian eggs with it in wild. There's also a 0/5 egg, 0/3 egg, right? For 3 mana. You can kill those with Reveler. You can also deal with kill possessed villager with it and get some tempo. Like, you can go possessed villager on 2 into Sanguine Reveler and get a 1/1 plus a 3/3. You spend 2 cards doing it though, but you get tempo. I think it will fit in a zoo deck, like Blood Raptors for 4 mana. Raptors, I don't remember the name, who adapt twice if you eat a minion. So similar deck, like you play X in it and you play Sanguine Reveler to proc X as well, so you get a bit more ways of proccing the egg. You play some cheap stuff as well, maybe Argent Squires. I think it's decent. The Pterodax, yeah, not a Raptor. It will fit Zoo, but it's not broken. It will not make Zoo work by itself. Probably won't see the play because Zoo will not see a play. If they will somehow make Pirate Warrior not work anymore, then the Zoo will come back with Sanguine Reveler being one of the cards in the deck. Moorabi, 6 mana 4/4 for the shaman. Whenever another minion is frozen, add a copy to your hand. 6 mana 4/4 is terrible stat line. Text is not good enough to justify playing it. Shaman has Earthshock, like that's a cheap way to do it, but if you get 1 card from it, it's not good. The minion you want to get is like Archmage Antonidas, stuff like that. But you know what? If you freeze Archmage Antonidas, it will kill you next turn. You'll have no benefit from freezing it. I don't see how it's good, seriously. Like, you don't want to play 6 mana for 4/4. You never play this for tempo. It's terrible tempo play. Like, all these additional text minions like Lyra. Lyra is only good because it has decent stats. You can play it on 5 if you have nothing to do. You don't feel so bad about it. You can't play this for tempo. It just won't happen. So I don't think it will see any play as well as Frozen Shaman archetype.